Now we learn about autosomal inheritance. So what is autosomal inheritance? Then we learn sex-linked inheritance and types of sex-linked inheritance or sex-linked genes, X-linked genes and Y-linked genes, and there are some examples. So what is autosomal inheritance? You know that somatic cell of human being having 46 chromosomes. Out of these, 44 chromosomes are responsible for determination of body characters other than the sex. These 44 chromosomes known as autosomes. So how many autosomes? 44 chromosomes or 44, these are the autosomes, and they control the body character of variety of traits in the human body other than the sex. And the two chromosomes, that is X and Y, these chromosomes, they involve in a sex determination and called as a sex chromosome or called as a allosome. Okay, so some body characters, they are inherited along with the autosome. So the characters inherited along with autosome from parent to their offspring, these are called as autosomal characters or autosomal traits, and their mode of inheritance is known as autosomal inheritance. Okay, then on a chromosome, on an autosome, sometimes dominant genes are present. For example, dominant gene capital W or small w. Okay, so dominant gene present on autosome, they determine the characters, they are called as dominant character, and the recessive gene, they determine the character, that is called as recessive trait or the recessive character. So there are two examples of autosomal inheritance. One is Widow's peak and another is phenyl ketone union. In a Widow's peak, it is a autosomal, or it shows a autosomal dominant inheritance. It shows a autosomal dominant inheritance. It is caused or it is occur due to the inheritance of dominant genes like capital W or capital W small w, means in homozygous or in a heterozygous individual, they shows a widow's peak. What is meant by widow's peak? Widow's peak means a prominent V-shaped hairline on their forehead. Prominent V-shaped hairline on their forehead is known as a widow's peak. This trait is controlled by autosome or the dominant gene present on a autosome. So these genes, that is in a homozygous condition or in a heterozygous condition, this trait is expressed, and in a homozygous recessive condition, for example small w, there is straight line is occur. So there is no Widow's peak. So straight line is occurring in a homozygous recessive condition. So these autosomal dominant traits they are equally inherited in a male and female individual, and they do not skip up generation, means they occur in every generation. Remember this, widow's peak, it is an autosomal dominant trait. It is caused due to the dominant genes in a homozygous condition or in a heterozygous condition. And this dominant trait is expressed in every generation. It do not skip up generation. So in every generation this dominant trait is occur. Okay, and widow's peak due to the genes, they occur in a homozygous dominant or in a heterozygous dominant, and straight hairlines occur due to the recessive genes, for example, or alleles W small. So widow's peak, it is autosomal inheritance. It is a good example of autosomal dominant autosomal inheritance. Then another example, that is phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria, PKU. This disorder also known as PKU. It is an inborn autosomal recessive disorder. It is caused due to the recessive gene. Widow's peak, this trait is occur due to the autosomal dominant gene. And phenylketonuria, this disorder is inborn disorder, but it is known as inborn autosomal recessive disorder. It is caused due to the recessive gene, for example, small p gene. Due to presence of this allele or this gene, phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme is not synthesized in a human body due to the absence of this phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme. Phenylalanine is never converted into the tyrosine. Remember, phenylketonuria is a inborn autosomal recessive disorder. It is occur in this disorder due to the recessive gene. Both genes in a homozygous condition recessive. For example, small p we consider. Due to the recessive gene, phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme is not synthesized. This enzyme is synthesized when both genes are dominant or in a dominant condition. In a recessive condition, these genes are not synthesized. This enzyme is not synthesized. This enzyme is required for conversion of phenylalanine into the tyrosine. Due to the absence of this enzyme, this phenylalanine is not converted into the tyrosine, and then this phenylalanine is accumulated in the blood. It accumulated within a central nervous system or in a cerebrospinal fluid, and it causes mental retardation. Okay, so due to this more accumulation in the blood or in a cerebrospinal fluid, it causes mental retardation, and more amount of phenylalanine in the blood, it eliminated or it released outside the body through urine. Phenylalanine is released due to the more accumulated in the blood, and it released throughout the body or released outside the body through urine. Therefore, it is known as a phenylketonuria. It is present in urine. Alanine is present in a urine, therefore called as phenylketonuria, or it is also known as a PKU. I think understood you what is autosomal inheritance, the transmission of characters or the traits from parents to their offspring through autosome is known as transmission of genes or the characters from parents to their offspring from one generation to the next generation through the autosome is known as autosomal inheritance. And there are two examples we studied here. One is the autosomal dominant trait, that is widow's peak, and autosomal recessive disorder, or that is phenylketonuria. Remember, phenylketonuria is a recessive autosomal disorder and it is a dominant. These autosomal recessive disorders, they may be skip of generation. Sometimes in the next generation this condition they may not be occur, but dominant inheritance, autosomal dominant inheritance, they do not skip of the generation, they occur generation to the, in every generation these characters are appear, but this character may be not appear in next generation. Okay, they skip of generation. Then next point, that is a sex linked inheritance. What is sex linked inheritance? Now we know that sex linkage. Okay, and what is sex chromosome? So the sex linked genes, they are present on non-homologous region of X and Y chromosome. X and Y chromosome. So these are known as a sex linked genes. And these genes, these sex linked genes, they involve in a transmission of characters, or these genes are transferred from parent to their offsprings, or the pattern of the inheritance is known as a sex linked inheritance. The transmission of sex linked character from parent to their offspring is known as a sex linked inheritance. So there are two types of sex linked genes. One is the X linked gene and another is a Y linked gene. In a X linked gene, the X linked genes, they are located on a non-homologous region of X chromosome. Y linked gene, they are located on a non-homologous region of Y chromosome. Okay. X linked genes in a recessive condition, they causes some disorder or some abnormalities which they inherited from parent to their offspring, and they causes some disorders. We learn one disorder here, that is color blindness. Okay. So color blindness, it is a X-linked recessive disorder. It is caused due to the recessive X-linked gene present on a X chromosome, or due to the recessive X-linked gene, this disorder is caused. So what is exactly by color blindness? Or it is also known as a red-green color blindness. The red-green color blindness, in which, or in a color blindness in which the individual unable to distinguish between red and green color, red and the green color, both color appear with this individual, these are the gray color. Due to the recessive gene, color blind recessive gene, that is a small c gene, we consider here, due to the recessive gene, the color sensitive cells like a rod and cone cells, these are not synthesized due to the recessive gene. The color sensitive cells, they are not synthesized within a retina of eyes. Therefore, this individual cannot distinguish between red and green. Both color appear for him. These are the gray. Okay. So here, by the help of this diagram, we learn the genotype and the phenotype of individual. So the male having X and Y chromosome, female having XX chromosome. The normal, in the case of normal condition, the normal genes are present. X contain capital C, Y, it is X-linked disorder, therefore we not show on Y chromosome. Then female having 2X chromosome, These are the capital C, capital C. This condition or this genotype make phenotype. So this individual is a normal. Due to the normal gene, these color sensitive cells, they are synthesized. Okay. Then colorblind male, it having recessive gene, that is small c, X, small c, Y. And in female is colorblind when both chromosome having recessive allele or recessive gene. Then only this female is colorblind. If one X chromosome contain dominant gene and another X chromosome contain the recessive gene, then this individual or this female act as carrier, but male, they are never carrier, because in case of this condition, dominant gene, capital C, suppress the recessive gene. Therefore, this female is a carrier. Okay, it is phenotypically normal. Okay, but it acts as a carrier. It is responsible for to transfer or to carry the gene from one generation to the next generation. So therefore, it is called as a carrier and it is phenotypically normal. Okay, then take one example here. If the marriage between colorblind male and normal female, what happened? The marriage between colorblind male and a normal female, these are the parents. Genotypes of parent, colorblind male means you write colorblind here. Genotype, that is X, small c, Y. Colorblind male married with a normal female, female is normal, so this genotype written is XX, capital C, capital C. Both genes, these are the dominant one. Then we get in a heterozygous condition, we get two types of gamete. So the X, small c, and Y. So the two gametes are formed or two sperms are formed. These are the X. One type of sperm contain the X, small c, and the another type of 50% sperm contain the Y chromosome. And the eggs, these are the all similar, they are having a capital C, dominant gene, because this female is a normal. Then if you, during fertilization, this sperm fertilized with the egg. Recessive gene containing sperm fertilized with the egg, then this individual is XX and XX is a female. This daughter is formed. It is she is a carrier. It contains genotype like X, capital C, X, small c, or dominant and recessive genes are present. Therefore, C is a carrier. So daughter is a carrier and males are formed X, capital C, and Y. So the Y here and X, capital C you write here. So this individual is a normal. Males are the normal. Normal males are formed. 50% individuals are carrier, 50% individuals are the normal, or the daughters. All daughters, they are carrier. All sons are normal in this condition, in a F1 generation. Okay, so the marriage between colorblind male and normal female, carrier daughter is formed and normal males are obtained. So this carrier daughter married with a normal male. Then we study the F2 generation by using this cross. So carrier daughter having genotype like this, normal having genotype this, X, capital C, Y, X, capital C, small c. Then we have to get gametes X, capital C, X, small c, X, capital C, and Y. This X, capital C fertilized with capital C, XX, capital dominant allele, both dominant genes. Then the normal female is formed, 25% normal female. Then X this gamete fertilized with this Y, then the X capital C Y. So normal male is formed at 25% individuals are the normal. Then X small c, see here, X small c, this fertilized with this, then cross gives carrier female. You write dominant first and then small c. So the carrier females are formed. Then here X small c and Y, X small c and Y color blind male is formed. So this is the male individual. So color blind male. So the 25% females are the carrier, 25% males are the normal, 25% females are the carrier, and 25% male, they are the color blind. So normal female, normal male, carrier female, color blind male is formed. So the character is transferred from father. This individual color blind male is a father, and this in the up to generation, this child is his grandson. So character is a transfer from father to grandson, father to grandson through his daughter, because his daughter is carrier, and this carrier daughter married with a normal man. Therefore, this type of inheritance is known as a crisscross inheritance. In crisscross inheritance, characters are transmitted from, in this example, from father to daughter and daughter to her son again. So this type of inheritance is known as a crisscross inheritance. So the crisscross inheritance is occur in a color blindness example or X-linked. In case of X-linked disorder, crisscross inheritance is occur. In another similar example of the same type of inheritance is occur in a hemophilia. Hemophilia, it is also X-linked disorder. It is caused due to the recessive X-linked genes. Due to the recessive X-linked genes, the due to the recessive X-linked gene, in case of hemophilia, the blood clotting factor 8 and 9, these factors are not synthesized, and due to the little damage to the individual, it causes bleeding, continuous blood become flow. Therefore, that hemophilia known as a bleeder disease, and this hemophilia is also shows such type of inheritance. Okay, we see this chart given in your book, and you make your own notes for the hemophilia. So the hemophilia is also the X-linked recessive disorder, and this X-linked recessive disorder, it is firstly occur in a royal family of England, and therefore it is also known as a royal disorder. Hemophilia is known as a royal disorder. Okay, I think you understood about what is autosomal inheritance, what is PKU, what is widow's peak, what is X-linked inheritance. X-linked inheritance means the genes located on a non-homologous region of X chromosome, they are inherited from parent to their offspring. Then Y-linked genes, these Y-linked genes, they are located on the Y chromosome, non-homologous region of Y chromosome, and these Y-linked genes, they are inherited, they show the straight inheritance, they directly inherited from father to son. They only inherited directly from father to son, because Y chromosome is absent in a female, therefore Y-linked traits never occur in a female. So good example of Y-linked gene is a hypertrichosis. Hypertrichosis means excessive hairs developed on the pinna of ear. On the pinna, excessive hairs are developed. This trait is known as a hypertrichosis, or the genes responsible for it. This gene called as polyandric gene. Polyandric genes, and these genes control this character called as hypertrichosis, excessive development of hair on excessive growth of hair on a pinna. This is called as hypertrichosis, and this hypertrichosis, it is a Y-linked disorder, and this Y-linked disorder, it shows a straight inheritance, means they inherited from father to son directly. So in every generation this character may be inherited. Okay, so I think remember this. Then one thing is here, question for 1 mark. Why X-linked traits are appear more in a male as compared to the female? Here we also look that X-linked trait, it is appear in a male. Okay, so why X-linked traits are appear more in a male as compared to the female? The answer of this, the X chromosome female having 2 X chromosome. So X chromosome are in double dose in case of female, and in male they having only 1 X chromosome and another is a Y chromosome. X-linked genes, X-linked disorder, it is due to the X-linked recessive genes, and these genes present on a non-homologous region of X chromosome. Suppose this one chromosome contains recessive gene for color blindness, then another chromosome, if they contain the dominant gene, then this dominant gene suppress this other. Therefore, this female act as a carrier, but it do not show this disorder, it do not show the color blindness. It is phenotypically normal. If male individual having 2 chromosomes, X and Y chromosome, the X-linked genes present only on a X chromosome. Suppose this chromosome, in case of male, only 1 X chromosome is present on a X chromosome. Suppose recessive genes are present, then these recessive genes is directly expressed in a male because their dominant allele is absent on a Y chromosome. So due to this reason, if the dominant allele present on Y chromosome, then it is suppressive, but dominant allele is absent on a Y chromosome. Y chromosome do not contain dominant allele for the recessive gene present on a X chromosome. Therefore, the X-linked traits are more appear in a male as compared to the female. Okay, I think understood this.